Hey everyone, Kendrick's here again, and we are back for another episode of Walking Dead. Now, a bit of an announcement before I continue on. There is a possible big change that I may be dropping my weekly shows Arrow, Supergirl, Gotham, Flash, and maybe even Legends of Tomorrow from my programming because, for one, the DVR no longer works in my home, so I won't be able to record the shows. Now, I guess for Arrow, Flash, and Legends, I can still watch them on the CW app, but it will still be a challenge. It's up in the air. I don't know, but we'll get there when we get there. So anyway, with this episode of The Walking Dead, it starts off pretty much where we left off last week, with a lot of craziness happening. To start off, Abraham is going through some weird stuff. It seems like he's starting to develop a crush for Sasha. Wow. Of course, when his girlfriend gives him that necklace later on in the episode, and then he eventually loses it, you're starting to see the patterns here. I mean, it's starting to become very clear that Abraham is starting to think a little bit differently. He's starting to think, I'm starting to have a thing for Sasha, but I'm still with her, and it's just a lot of confusion in his head. He's asking about Glenn's baby, and did they plan for it? Were they talking about it? And all in all, he's just starting to, I don't know, it's just like it's all starting to hit him so hard that he can't help but think about it, and it's just really throwing him around. And the character Jesus, I didn't like him much in the first episode that he appeared in, but in this episode, I like him a lot more because he's kind of a badass. Because, alright, he's already got his kung fu stuff going on, but he's got escape artistry. He's a genius when it comes down to tacticians, and plus he's a relatable guy in the sense that he realizes when people are just complete and utter, dicks, and calls them out on it. And when he explains that there are other communities out there, ones that they've been trading with, they've been just, it's been crazy. I mean, they pretty much confirms there are all these other communities that they trade with, but there's one in particular that when they finally get to Jesus's community, shut up, you stupid dog. When they finally get to his community, they find out that the saviors, as they call themselves, are pretty much saying this. They're pretty much using extortion. It's like, give us half your stuff, and we won't kill you. Yeah. That's, I remember another show that did that once before, but it's been a very long time. I don't really remember it much anymore. But basically, they're holding the gun up to their head and saying, yeah, so this is how it's going to work. You're going to give us all this, and then we'll leave. That's how it'll work. Yeah. Of course, when Rick and his community come along, they try talking to the leader. I believe his name was Gregory. And I'm sorry if I sound a little confused today. I mean, I'm just trying to process everything. When Rick looks at Maggie, he's just like, you're going to have to talk to him. And we can all see it in his head. He's just like, Maggie's probably looking at him like, why? Because if I talk to him, I'm going to knock his lights out. Yeah, I could imagine. He's a douche. He's a serious douche. Of course, he does try to, sweet talk Maggie. Is just like, you're a smart, beautiful woman. I'm sure we can work something out if you stay. Of course, when the guy gets stabbed later on in the episode, she puts a new deal on the table. It's like, we'll go take care of those saviors if you give us half of everything. As well as something else. She got sort of a scan for her pregnancy and everything, and that moment at the end in the RV where everyone's passing around the picture and just looking at it, was I the only one smiling at the simplicity of it? Because, there's all this messed up stuff going on, but in the middle of the apocalypse, It's just this nice little moment that really worked out, and I'm glad they played it. Wow, that was pretty nice. And something else I want to get at: the guy that stabbed, their leader. Personally, I kind of like him, even though we only got to see him for a little bit. But honestly, I was not surprised that he was going to do something crazy like that. Of course, when Rick defended himself and stabbed the guy in the neck, they pretty much got on top of him and was like, we're going to kill you and all this other stuff. It's just been a crazy episode. Altogether, now they're going after the Saviors, and looks like they're going to stop back at Alexandria. Then they're going to make their way over to the Saviors, community. And this is going to be the point where Alexandria itself is going to have to go to war with the Saviors. Wow. That's some pretty crazy stuff, you guys. So, altogether, this was a crazy episode that just, wow. Wow. I cannot wait to see what we're going to get with next week's episode. Anyway, I guess that's it for today, you guys. Altogether, for a rating, I want to give this episode a good, I'd say, 7.5 out of 10. It was a good episode. It wasn't action-packed except for the big dramatic moment near the end where there's the big fist fight and the stabby stab. So, altogether, 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode in the comment section below. Be sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Share this with as many people as you can. I greatly appreciate it. It really helps this channel. I've been Kedrick. As always, people, have an awesome day. Peace out, and I'll catch you later.